But it might not.
Oh, hello. Good morning. Welcome to Always in Stitches. We're excited that you're watching us this morning. We have so many, it's Monday here.
It is.
And so the staff has had the weekend to bring in their finished stuff. So we're going to be talking about this sweater. So hold tight. And then we got to talk about this yarn that Jessica did. Jessica is a dyer in a good way.
You know, one of my kids came home from school and said, yeah, we were talking about what we did over the weekend, and I said, my mom died, and people got frowny faces.
Oh.
And it was like, no, you don't understand. She put color on things. She died.
She died.
And so it's a running gag.
It is a running gag. We had a dyeing class, and we're like, okay, will anybody sign up for that? But talk about this yarn, and I'm going to let her talk about it because she can talk better than I can for sure.
So the base for this yarn, this is a 3-ply DK weight 100% cotton yarn. The company that made it's called the Old Dominion Collection, 100% Virginia cotton, about 250 yards. And what's the company name? Sestari. So it's a Sestari Sheep and Wool Company. So we had all this yarn that nobody really seemed to want to dye with when we dyed our class. And so I was like, Cappy, the poor yarn is naked. It needs love. It needs color.
Cream. It had no color.
It was not even a pretty color cream. So I took it home, and with some of the leftover dyes, because the dyes we use for dyeing cottons don't last forever. Sorry, there's a fluffy on it. I have to pick it off. And so they have a shelf life. So once you've mixed them with water, they have a limited shelf life. I'm like, well, let's make this yarn pretty. Let's not keep it just natural. So these two that Cappy just pulled out are special. I took the skeins of yarn, and these skeins are about 2 yards in diameter. Circumference, not diameter, circumference. And so I took these, I wound them into a ball. I rewound them. You should have seen me. I was going around our fabric rounders. 16 plus circumference for these big skeins. And then when I dyed them a lot of pink, like for this one, a lot of pink, a little purple, a little dark pink. The goal is to make it a self-striping yarn. Now, whoever it is who buys that yarn, I want to see it because
These are for babies.
I can't do it all myself, and I want to see how it works up. But I think it'd be really cool if you did it as a like a hat, because you could see that color transition, or as a scarf. And so just 2 very different colorways, but it's set up to be self-striping. And so you should see a block of color followed by a narrow stripe of color and another block of color, maybe some different narrow stripes. And of course, self-striping yarn changes, like if you were doing it a sweater body, it would be a different width stripe than if you're doing a hat. It just changes that way.
But for the record, there's not enough here of any of these really to make a sweater. This is probably a one skein project.
So a hat or a lightweight open short throw scarf.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. So they're just one skein each.
Fingerless mitts.
Oh,
you
fingerless
could get
mitts
a pair
would be
of fingerless mitts out of these.
Yeah,
that
that'd
would be
fun.
good. So we were playing with pairing colors because the ones that are solid are really semi-solids intentionally. So it's a purple, but it's a dark purple and a light purple, going for putting a little depth into what you're doing. So I've got the purple, the cobalt blue, which is a beautiful blue, and then this sort of blue-gray. And of course, we're doing it against our purple matte, which is weird. It'll change color. Color is funny when it's next to things. This is my chopstick dye. I knit a sample with some Malabrigo, and I love what they do with color. So I was trying to put some specks on this one. So I have chopsticks, old dead chopsticks that I use as stirring sticks. And I'm like, okay, let's add a drop of blue and a drop of blue. And so there's little flecks in this one intentionally. It's not messed up dye. We're trying to add some depth and just make it interesting for when you knit with it.
I love that. Look at that deeper tone in there as a pinkish. I didn't realize it turned pinkish. That's really pretty.
And this one is my yellow oranges, which I just think are beautiful. So these 5 are sort of our semi-solids, and then these 3 are color combos. These are my fall color combos.
Here we go.
But greens and reds, and this one's sort of the sky waterfall. Just this
but
one doesn't
see,
have the
we
water.
could
Yeah,
do
and start pairing them.
That you could do. This really goes either way.
And this one.
That one
play
would go
nice.
there. It actually would play with this too. A little.
It would.
I mean, you
it
could.
would. And this yellow orange would
So
play
if you
with these.
wanted to make a scar or like a vest or a little tank top, something along that line, you could get away with that with the cotton.
Yeah, and you probably need 3
Yeah.
for that. And like these two are actually very similar. They were dyed together, but they're the only pair. So, you know, and we had fun. We had fun. So I hope you enjoy our colorful, no longer naked yarn. And so here it is. I had fun.
I have a suspicion it's not going to last very long. We haven't even got it priced yet, but shoot the staff alone, I think, might attack this stuff because it is just, I can't wait to see it put together. So thank you, Jessica.
You're welcome.
This is our talented staff. You guys, we are so blessed to have such talent in our facility as far as who our teachers are and our staff. They know what they're doing, and it's a real blessing for us and for you guys to be able to get that information. So let's talk about this sweater, Peter. This is made with worsted weight Malabrigo, I believe. No, I'm telling it wrong. Vintage. That's right. This is Barocco's Vintage. This is in the coolest little book that we have. This potentially is going to be a class starting after the first of the year. So this sweater is shown in a child size, but it can go, I think there's a dozen different sizes you can make this sweater in. And I just wanted to show you how pretty that is and how simple this is. It's not, don't see that and go, oh my gosh, I could never do that. You could. Here's the pattern. It's the Barocco Portfolio Family Collection. I think the sweater, well, at least part of the sweater is like right there, even it might be part of how it's worked. But you see, because they're not gender specific sweaters, this would be great if you had somebody who wanted to knit sweaters for the whole family. Look how pretty these are. Just great pattern book. We're really excited to be able to offer it. And I think as a class, this could really have some great potential. There's a dress in here, if only. I want to find the sweater pattern. But Janet made it, and be on the lookout. There may be a class forthcoming for this sweater. Just keep your eyes open. We'll keep you posted. But there she'd be. It's beautiful. And that's just a worsted weight yarn. There's nothing fancy. There's nothing special. It's an affordable cost.
That's a nice one. It's a blend, Kathy.
Yeah.
It's a wool acrylic blend, and so it's machine washable.
Right.
I would still lay it flat to dry because I don't trust my dryer and my hand knits.
I wouldn't either.
But you can machine wash it and then lay it flat to dry.
See, and isn't that great for a family? I mean, you know, that's the key to it, is machine washable. I think that helps a little bit when you hear, and it's not scratchy. Here's the other thing: when people say, "Oh, they knitted me a sweater and it's got wool in it," this doesn't feel scratchy at all. It's very, very, very soft. That old wool that we think of is not the wool they're working with now. So, okay, so that gets me that taken care of. Jessica's yarn. I also want to talk about, Jessica teaches a needle felting class that's coming September 9th from 5 to 7. It's a $15 class. That first bunch.
It's over, Kathy.
There's one in October.
But it's different.
It's different. Okay.
Yeah, so starting in October, we're going to do 4 separate months of bring your own project. So it's a work night. So I'll do a demo. So I think that October class is actually, we're going to work on color blending, because sometimes when you're needle felting, you're like, I need the right color, pink, blue, purple, and you only have other colors. And so you can blend them. If you remember pointillism and Seurat and his little dots,
I do.
The eye does that with colors. So if you've got something close, you can use the old color wheel skills and blend them up. So I'll do a demo, but then bring your projects and we'll just work together in the class. You do have to sign up. There's a small cost to sign up. And then just be there and join us.
So needle felting. If you want to get some of Jessica's knowledge, she's got a lot of stuff in that head. That needle felting class, October 9th. October 9th from 5 to 7, $15. I would absolutely
I get her knowledge every day.
It's worth
Every
it.
day I work, I come talk to Jess, and we talk about my project.
Yeah, there you
Isn't
go.
that right?
Yeah, we're gonna have a sample from Peter here pretty soon. He's been knitting some yarn that is gorgeous. I can't
And
wait to
that the one I'm knitting, you can actually, there's a tweed yarn you can use in our shop. There's the Barocco you can use with it.
Yeah.
There's 3 different yarns. You can use the Malabrigo too.
Yeah, so we've got them knitting, man. We got projects coming left and right. So
It's getting cold outside.
it's time for sweaters.
It's knitting time.
It's knitting time. It's knitting time. Okay, I think that's kind of all I have. Oh, there's a little bunny set.
It's on as you're coming from the fabric.
As you're coming from the fabric on here. Okay, I want to show you these little bunnies. Here they are. Okay, this is cracking me up. So we were in yarn, now we're in wool. Thank you, Jessica, for all your great information. This is called, okay, Bonnie, Betty, and Buttons. Now we happen to have a Bonnie and a Betty. We don't have a Buttons, but I think we might need to get a Buttons.
Can it be a shop mascot?
It can be a shop mascot. Betty, Bonnie,
A dog or a
Bonnie,
cat?
Betty, and Buttons. No, it has to be a bunny. So look at these
Paige
adorable.
is trying not to be on camera again.
It is Paige trying. We always get Paige. Paige, do you need to come out of your room? She's not even answering me. Maybe? Oh, yes. Well, you can. Photo bomb. Here she comes. Here's the shyest person on our staff, I think. She's so cute. She's our machine tech. I'm going to tell you what, though. She's a great machine tech. If you want your machine worked on, she's a sewing machine whisperer, but she's a very quiet little thing. Okay, sorry. Back to Bonnie, Betty, and Button. Bonnie and Betty are not shy, just so you know. If you've been in the store, they are the opposite of her. But these cute little buddies, now they've been weighted. I think she's probably put walnut shells in them. But are these cute? I think for Easter, this would be so fun to have. And, you know, Easter's a little ways away, but gosh, what fun to go ahead and make them now. You know, they have the elf on the shelf. Why can't we have the bunny in the basket? I think that'd be fun. Have the little bunnies and
We
have
can
them.
totally do bunny in a basket.
I think bunny in a basket would be fun. They're doing elf on a shelf everywhere, but look at their ears. They're floppy and little hands. So there's like 3 kits of this. I think these won't last long in the wool department if you're into the wool thing. And I know that Cindy and Nancy just went to a cross stitch event, so there's going to be a YouTube video coming up, FlossTube, about that. So I'm not going to talk about that, but I'm going to tell you, you need to be sure that you watch that because there's a lot of good stuff happening with that. You don't want to miss it. You really don't want to miss that. Okay, I think we are ready to go up that way and look at fabric. And then we'll talk some more about some other classes that are coming. So
We'll talk some more smack.
we'll talk some more classes. So first thing I want to show you is another sample. This, I tell you what, staff has been stitching, man. Look at this. This is, we showed you the Very Terry Christmas. And here's that panel made up. Look how simple that is. I mean, just a couple borders around a panel. We're not talking brain surgery here. She put it on her long arm and did some really basic quilting. I'm going to flip it over and show them the quilting.
Mm-hmm.
So look how this quilting is. It's very simple. You could even do that, something similar on your sewing machine. And there's kind of some space between them. I actually kind of like that. Because it's, you know, you don't have to quilt it every little inch. Sometimes you want a little space. So this is really a fun little quilt. Just the panel with a couple borders around it. Super simple, super sweet. But that's that Very Terry Christmas. We showed you that last week. So if you're looking for it, it's Wyndham Very Terry Christmas. So that's one you want to look at. Okay, now on my checkerboard, checking things off. Very Terry Christmas. Now let's go look at fabric. I didn't scope it out. Let's scope it out so we're not walking in circles. What say you? This one's such a cute. Isn't this a cute quilt? Isn't that adorable? Like if you had a classroom full of kids, wouldn't that be perfect? Yes. Got a teacher. Here, Stephanie, since you made it, would you help hold it?
Oh, Stephanie made it?
Stephanie made this.
Way to go, staff.
Are you recording yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So there it is. This is back to school. She likes to hide. He's videoing. Show us. There's Stephanie. She's the machines department manager. And she's an amazing quilter, too. She does a lot around here. But this is back to school.
Oh, look at the pattern she
Moda.
used.
Isn't that perfect? So those of you who have Pro Stitcher on your handy quilter,
God, that's awesome.
was that a built-in or did you buy it? It's built in. So this is ABC. See, it says ABC. Does it go through the whole alphabet or just ABC?
Just ABC, and then pencils and crayons and swirls and straight lines.
You couldn't have picked a better pattern. Now, this was the one that it took you 5 hours per row or something stupid.
Yes.
It was a long time to get
about
each one.
7 or
done.
8 hours to quilt it.
But that's the icing that makes the cake.
Yes.
You know, so if you don't do the quilting well, you'll regret it later. So I wanted you guys to see that because it's a lovely sample. If I was a teacher, man, I would be hanging that in my room.
And what fabric was that?
It's a Moda kit.
It's
in
a
box.
kit. Yeah, this is a kit. We'll have to find the kit, but it is a kit.
Cool.
Betty's going after the kit.
Betty's going after the kit. So here kit means
Do we have those for sale?
everything comes together. You don't have to think about I need this much and that much and this much. Here comes Betty.
It has quilt top and binding in it.
Well, top and binding, back to school. Oh, it's Stacy Eastview. That's why it's so stinking cute. She's the one who does all the little animals and lovely, lovely. Now, the pattern is not available by itself, but we did a reveal of Heather Gibbons fabric. This would make up really cute in her patterns because it's all pens and inks and pencils and it's really fun. Okay, so that quilt, there's that. I wanted to show you that quilt. I've got to mark it off my list because I have too much stuff to show you today. It's going to be a long video. I'm just telling you as you look, be prepared to see lots of things. Okay, I want to talk about this board over here. We've talked about it before, but I had mine out this weekend using it, and I'm just telling you.
I just used mine too.
Did you just use yours, Kathy? It's the best thing. So it comes in 2 sizes. This is like the jumbo bumbo one. I go big or go home if you can. I mean, honestly, this is great. The bigger the better. I love it because I can see. My little old eyes are having a hard time seeing things. So the littler one is fine. We also have a smaller one. And I did it. Price point's kind of steep. So there's the little one. You can see they're littler. But go as big as you can afford. And then you have replacement mats because like anything, the more you're going to cut on this a lot, you're going to have to replace your mats. But it comes with lines and it also comes with clear, which are clear of lines, but the light shines through these. And if you're doing applique work or if you're doing embroidery work or if you're doing like English paper piecing, these are awesome because you can see what you're trying to outline. Okay? So I would suggest
Were you ready?
you might want to think about these real seriously because they're perfect. They're perfect for cutting. It's my new favorite cutting mat. Absolutely my new favorite cutting mat. So I wanted you to see those because they're right here by the register and sometimes we don't see what's at the register just because, you know, but that's the backlit cutting mat. Okay, let's do fabric. Oh, so many good fabrics came in. This is just beautiful. This is from Jason Yenter's company In the Beginning, and it's called Oriental Gardens. And these are just, as always, look at this piece. His eye for color and the electricity that comes through in his colors, the depth of colors. It's kind of like, it's like the yarn we looked at with Jessica.
Yeah, it is.
There's a depth of color there that you don't always see with all things, and I love this. It has kind of an Asianish feel. I think it's called Oriental Gardens on purpose because it has. See, here's koi fish. There's koi fish in there, and it's not directional, which is nice. Some are going this way, some are going that way. They're going opposite directions, so you wouldn't have to worry about direction. But isn't this just? How pretty this is. Now I realize cherry blossoms are usually pink and this is blue. Blue is a color that sells better sometimes than pink, so we try to get kind of an Asian feeling fabric in at least a couple times a year, and when this came up in blues I was like, yeah, we got to get that. I love that. That's a lotus flower, I think. I could be lying, but
Well, you're the horticulturalist.
I don't know about that.
You're the master gardener.
Well, that was a long time ago. Now I hire a gardener. It's awful. Look at this one though. This really says Orient to me. Okay, so in a handbag with this kind of golden rusty color with gold hardware on it would just be gorgeous. Really, really pretty. There is a broad
Bamboo shoots.
bamboo shoots. Yeah, that's perfect too.
Look at the bamboo shoots.
This is a border print, which, you know, he always does a border print. Bamboo shoots. And then here it kind of goes to the greens. So there's a little bit of green there, which I like. I love this.
Have you ever had bamboo shoots?
I have. Actually, bamboo root is really good too. Bamboo root's one of my favorite things. It was one of the things when I was in Japan that I would actually eat. I didn't enjoy the food in Japan. The people were lovely, but the food was like, everything looked like worms. I just couldn't eat it. We were there for about 12 days, and the whole time I was there, I ate peanut butter crackers. I had those little Lance they're like orange cheese crackers with peanut butter in them. I lost weight. It was a good vacation. Unlike my last vacation where I didn't lose weight, that vacation I lost weight because we walked all the time. And I didn't eat the food. Now here's just a solid gray in that too. That's pretty too. There is a pattern, I believe. Yeah, so he's showing it here in a different colorway, but it is the same Oriental Gardens fabric, so we could make it work for you. It comes in a blue colorway too. A lot of times he has both colors. You might have to flip it over. Oh, looky there.
We should put half of them with the blue and half of them with the...
See, there it is with purple.
Yeah.
Looky here. There it is in the
that's,
blue.
that's better. That's
Isn't
better.
that pretty? Yeah, we need to flip those over so you can see. Now, don't ask me for the other colors. We didn't order it in the other colors. We ordered it blue, but there you got it. It's really a pretty pattern. Yeah. And I'm going to lay these over here so you can flip them over. And make it look right. All right, that's Oriental Gardens.
Let me look and see.
I can mark that one off my list. And then around here, okay, this is the one that Stephanie was just eating up. Everybody
And
was.
me.
And you. Several people went crazy over this. This one is from Free Spirit. Seth Apter is the new person. We read his bio. Peter's in love with this.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
And he's got the artist, he's really an artist. I mean, and this screams artist to me. I mean, it really does. It has that element. But looky here. We got words. Everybody loves words. I'm going to get them right side up here in a minute. It is directional. Outside the lines without a doubt. Now or never. First things first. So he's got words. And then we have just these colors. It's just this muted. This would be lovely in a quilt because the colors would just all schmooze together. We also, Sarah Swanson, who works here, you might have seen some of her stuff. She's a real bag. She's like the queen of bag making. She really makes some beautiful bags. And when she saw this, she's like, oh, those would be perfect lining for bags. I mean, they really would because they've got those muted multiple colors. It's like this eggplant. I'd pick up that eggplant color out of that. Look at this one. This one has my name on it. And it's actually a stripe, so you could use it as a border print depending on what quilt you were making. But also stripes like that you have, you know, like it says live out loud, you could position that on a tote and it'd be really cool on a table runner. This sort of looks like spools of thread, but I think more appropriately it's probably
Front
tubes
doors.
of paint. Front doors. It does
Yeah.
look like a bunch of front doors, doesn't it? Which door to choose?
I don't know.
I can see front doors because it kind of looks like a door handle too. Then here's a really pretty muted. We did do some fat quarter bundles out of this. So if you're thinking, ooh, I need a fat quarter bundle, remember you get those when you buy the entire line. It has to be all a similar line. We can get you the per yard price instead of the fat quarter price on that. Look how pretty these are. It just keeps going. There's quite a few to choose from this. I love this black. That's sharp. He's rattling his
Yeah,
head.
that's
You can't
nice.
Hear it. Yeah. This one's even fun.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Oh gosh, just so little time and so much fabric. It's a sad thing. I have as much time as I want to do things. All right, so that is called Free Spirit Live Out Loud. All right, now we're gonna go, let's go around the corner here. Lots to see. This one, another one that everybody went crazy. They had to have. Peter even likes this one. Y'all will know why when you see it. This is called, from the Henry Glass Company, You Are My Sunshine. And it has a book. I know how much you guys love. These little books are great. Perfect Christmas gift for that new grandbaby. Because they're soft, they can wool them around, and sometimes that's what becomes that whoopee thing that they just won't let go. So you can turn it into a book. You could actually cut the blocks up and make it into a just a panel if you wanted to. You know, cut it up and put the blocks together and make a panel quilt of some kind. That's fun. And then there's more. But wait, there's more. I can see doing a whole nursery in this stuff. This would be really cute. There's a cute panel. Look at the hot air.
Oh, they're going on a hot air balloon ride.
And there's a little robin at the
Now,
top.
wait a minute. Whatever bunny is in that hot air balloon, he left his friends behind.
He did. They're probably going, wait, wait. Look at the rainbow over the barn at the bottom. I love it. There's a robin and a bee and some butterflies. It's just so soft. I think a whole nursery done in this would be really cute. It'd be gentle and sweet. Looks kind of babyish. So there's that one, and then here's another panel, and these are just blocks. And again, we're back to, if we're doing a nursery, you could use this to use the diaper to make the diaper bag. You could make it just a plain old tote with it. I love the bees flying over the barn. Yeah, there's that so lonely little bunny in the balloon. I'm with you. He needs friends. Poor bunny by himself. But there's bees in this fabric. There's bunnies. There's hot air balloons. There's rainbows, trees. So lots of fun little things. Yeah, here's one of those fat quarter bundles I warned you about. $50, and you get, let's see how much is here. 1, 2, 3 1/4 yards of fabric. So that's a good deal. Fun. I love it. Henry Glass and Company. It is You Are My Sunshine. I learned to play that song on the ukulele. That's going back a few years.
Fun stuff for yourself.
Just a few years. Okay. Trying to figure out where we are. Oh, okay. There's a couple kits I want to show you that they sell like crazy. We've started offering these kits years ago, and people come in and buy them all the time. So I want to show you the two of them. There's this one. This is a Patriotic mini quilt, and it has all these little buttons, which is the hard part, finding the buttons. We order buttons in just to make this, and then it just uses some random blues and reds. We've put together kits for you, so all you have to do is just buy the kit and make it. It's a $20 kit. What a perfect Christmas gift. You know, stocking stuffer. I don't know how big your stockings are, but you could take it out of the box if you wanted and stuff a stocking with it. But what a perfect little project. I mean, it's such a nice, you can do it kind of primitive, you could do it more formal if you want, but I love this. It's number 75, which is an early number for samples. That tells me this has been around a while. And like I said, people just buy it left and right. We can't keep ahead of it. Then there's another kit over here that's a Christmas kit. I want to show you that one because that one you could use for Patriotic, but this one is for Christmas. And it's the same thing. It has sold and sold and sold and sold and sold. So here she is. This is Forever Green. Now, here's the hard part in this one. Getting these ding dong dang bells. We have to order the bells in special for this kit. And that's the hardest part. It's assorted greens. It's a great pattern. Once you have the pattern, then it's really easy to use scraps. I think this would be fun in like all aqua or all pink. Who says trees have to be green, right?
Or flamingos.
Or flamingo fabric. Oh, that'd be perfect at my house. I could do it all in, I have like tons of flamingo fabric. And you know, the little piece of wood at the bottom so that it looks like it's a real tree. So that's a fun kit. All I can tell you is we sell those all the time. And if you want them, they are on the website, I believe. If not, I'm going to get them on the website for you. But it's called For Evergreen, F-O-R, and then Evergreen. It's a fabric kit with the bells and the pattern. And then the other one is the Patriot. So you'll want that Patriot kit. All right. Now let's go look at more fabric, because, you know, we got to see more fabric. We're going up there. This way. Eye candy for them. And there's Bonnie, of course. When I say eye candy, there's Bonnie.
And it acts as a resist,
Go up to
which
those
really helps your blending.
flannels.
Is a retracting on this as well, but I'm using
Let's see what we have up here. All right, here we go. This is the one we're going to look at. This is from Timeless Treasures. This one is called Sundance. Sundance? Sundance. Okay. I didn't think it was Sundance in my head, but it is Sundance. So, another really bright one. Great big sunflowers. It's fun. That's really a cool pattern. That's another one of those big pieces that they're so big, you can use it like a panel. Just cut a 2/3 of a yard and then trim around it. Look at this one. Oh, icy binding. I love it. It's got kind of an artistic look to it. It's got that painted. And then there's some really good swirls in here. These are just perfect. Green and the blue with the aqua. Some nice little splatters. Here's a border print. So much stuff. And there is a panel. Now, if you're a fan of Sue Penn, this is not Sue Penn, I don't think. It might be. No, I don't think it's Sue Penn, but this reminds me of her stuff. So pretty. Now, you know, one of the great ways to use a panel, and this would really adapt well to this, is you buy like 4 or 6 or 8 panels and you stack them up, and then you do what's called a stack and whack. Panels are great for that. So if you've got panels that you don't know what to do with, you have to buy several, but it's easier than trying to do it with yardage. So, something to think about. That's fun. All right, there's that. Now we're going to turn around right behind you, and we're going to look at the Pam Buddha Flannel. It's September, today, we're filming on September 16th, Peter. Is that nuts?
Oh, yes. I saw a pumpkin field on my way to work.
A pumpkin field?
Yeah, with a pumpkin patch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Well, it is time to start thinking about those rag quilts. This is,
And I saw the blackbirds migrating this morning. Yeah.
Blackbirds migrate?
I don't know, but there were at least 500 of them flying over.
Oh, yeah. And you probably just washed your car, right? And they're playing target practice. Oh, shoot. Well, this, if you're thinking about a flannel quilt, I love flannel quilts for lots of reasons. It's so funny. I was thinking about when this came in, I've made rag quilts for I think everybody in my family and my husband's family and everybody I know, but I don't think I have a rag quilt in my house. So this might have to go home with me as a rag quilt.
You've only made 12 of them.
I know, I've made dozens. But anyway, we do have fat quarter bundles in that. We had staff wanting it. You're doing the touch of vision, aren't you?
Yeah, it's super nice.
It's got a
and
nice
it's not
fit.
heavy.
No.
It's not a heavy flannel. It's just a fuzzy quilt fabric.
Yeah, it's a nice.
I would describe it as a fuzzy quilt fabric. It's nice.
Fuzzy quilt fabric. I love that.
Yeah.
So this is from.
It's velvety.
It is velvety. That's a good word. Marcus Fabrics. It's Pam Buddha Mercantile Flannels. So if you're buying it off of the website, that's where you're going to find it. And they're just lovely. I mean, every color range you could want. But I'd put them all together, I think. I mean, I love the
I like your idea of the rag quilt.
Yeah, I'm feeling a rag quilt. And we actually had a video on how to make a rag quilt, I think, on the YouTube channel somewhere. There's a tutorial.
Yeah, you did a tutorial on how to make a rag quilt.
And that's one of those you don't even need a pattern. You can just go watch that video and you can buy the fabric and it would make it. So I love stuff like that that's very easy to make. All right, I'm going to stop right here at classes because there's a couple classes I want to talk about still. If you've not yet signed up for Missy Carpenter's wool applique or punch needle class, you probably are going to want to do that. The English paper piecing class is just about sold out, but this is the punch needle and wool applique. So you do the punch needle class in the morning to do the center, and in the afternoon you can learn to do the wool applique. You can do this project in the afternoon, or if you would rather, you can make these little mats. So there's that kind, and then there's a red and green one over here. So when you sign up for these, you have to put down what you want. The English paper piecing is for all these little pin cushions, and I think there's only a couple, 3 spots left in it. It's really blown up. People have really been signing up for that. You can do the pin cushions, or you can do the little mug rugs with the hexagons. But her English paper piecing technique is well worth coming in to learn how to do. It's a really, really good class. And then there's another class. It's just gone live on the website. It's only available in store, and it's called the Sparkle Society. And I'm going to hold up this little picture because I don't have a sample out here yet. I'm only taking 12 people in this class, and it isn't until January.
Who's teaching it?
I'm teaching it.
Who's teaching it?
It's me.
That means it's automatically sold out already.
Probably.
No,
But,
not yet. They can still sign up.
but I did want to put it in the video, and if it is sold out, that's
Everybody
okay.
loves your classes.
Yeah, well, it's
I think
I'm fun.
people check out when you're talking about classes, and then as soon as you say you're teaching a class, then they're like, what?
Nah.
What is it? What is it?
All our teachers are really good, and what I'm excited about is I've been doing some lecture series, and that's great, and I love, I have 50 people showing up, and I'm teaching and training with them, but this is really going to be hands-on. We're going to sit down at your sewing machine, and we're really going to work. So there's a whole page here. We don't have to get real close, but it goes for a whole 6 months, and each month we're going to make a project. And I'm going to take 12 people. We're going to bring your sewing machine. We're going to sit down, and we're going to work from 10:30 in the morning till late in the afternoon. It's like January 18th is the first class. I would love to have you in the class with me, and if that sells out, we'll see if we can get another session set up. But that's another class going on. And then the other one that's kind of exciting is the Hamilton County Sewing Seminar, which there's probably some flyers around here somewhere. But our local extension office does a seminar day, and it's a sewing seminar, and it starts at 9 in the morning, goes to like 2 in the afternoon. They're literally 3 blocks that way from us, and it's really a fun day. You have to go through the Hamilton County Sewing Seminar website to sign up. It's the extension office, and Peter, I'll get that link for you to plug into this video, but you have to do it with them. It's kind of an old school thing, the way they have
Mail
to
them a
sign
check.
up. Mail them a check, and
Find out where your checkbook went.
really, yeah, if you still got a checkbook. But they only take about 150, maybe 200 people.
Get a postal money order.
Yeah, exactly.
Go down to the Piggly Wiggly and get one of those.
Piggly Wiggly.
What are they called?
Cashier's check.
Cashier's check.
Cashier's check. Yeah, Piggly Wiggly. I haven't thought about that. We were down when we drove to where we were going this past time. We drove through the south, and I saw Piggly Wiggly. I'm like, what? You're south of the Mason-Dixon line as soon as you see a Piggly Wiggly. So
I love the Piggly Wiggly.
I just like to say the name.
I like getting cherry Coke in the South.
They have T-shirts.
Because they don't have cherry Coke in the South. It's just Coca-Cola with grenadine syrup.
Yeah, it is. It's powerful. Anyway, okay. So Hamilton County Sewing Seminar, if you want to sign up for that, we'll get you to the website. We don't do that here. That's all with them, but a lot of our customers go. It's in October sometime. I don't remember exactly. And then the local quilt shop contest video. I want to shout out to By Annie. They did an amazing video about our store that was so exciting to see. Teresa Coates did a beautiful job of talking about our store, and I was really proud of the things she said about our store. I think we've got it going on, and she's been here, and so she knows. And so anyway, watch that video. The link for that came through in our newsletter, as well as you can go to the front page of our website, and it's right there, so you can watch it if you want to watch that video. Okay, and then we haven't set the absolute deadline for long arm finish quilting to have it done by Christmas, but our long arm gal Cindy said, hey, you might mention to everybody we're going to be hitting up against that deadline. So we haven't set a solid date yet, but if you have a quilt that you want us to do the long arm finishing work for, get it in sooner rather than later, because we are going to cut that off here probably the next month or so. So I don't want you to miss that opportunity. Okay, I have 3 more fabrics to show you. There's the Gingham and the Batiks and the Dainty Meadows. So let's go find those. I think they're all back here. Here we go. Here's your gingham. Oh, wow. Here we go, gingham. I haven't seen gingham on the bolt in years, but here's some lovely ginghams, and I think these are woven. Are these woven?
We have buttons.
Here we go. They are wovens. So look, these are woven ginghams, and they're all different colors. These are stunning.
Oh, I didn't know they were woven.
They're woven.
Oh, now you got my attention.
Now I got your attention, didn't I? Those are not printed. Those are woven ginghams.
Wow, that's soft
Isn't
for a
that
woven.
great? Isn't that great?
Yeah.
These are from the Marcus Company, and they're called Gingham Weaves. And price point's not bad on them either, for it to be a woven. But look at your color variety. So if you're looking for a tablecloth, placemats, this would be perfect for that. And because it's a woven, you could do an edge where you pull the threads and make like a frayed edge. It'd be super easy to do. That'd be really, really, really pretty. So that's the weaves. And then we have the At Dusk, which is right over here. Look at this busy cutting table. We got 3 of them working on it. I love that. Okay. Batiks. Hi. We haven't had batiks in for a little while. Batiks have kind of slowed a little bit, but these were just really pretty. These are from the Northcott Company. Where are these from? Yeah, Northcott. These are Northcott batiks, and they're called At Dusk. And these are just yummy. Now, a fat quarter bundle in these would be great too. Nice kind of muted colors, as batiks usually are, but a good range. You got your blues and your purples and your rusts and all that. So if you're looking for batiks, you're like, oh, they never get anything new in batiks. There they are. We did get something new in batiks right there.
I'm going to go to lunch. I will be back.
Okay, now I don't the only one I don't know is Dainty Meadows.
It's right here.
It's right here.
Peaches and greens.
Peaches and greens. Okay, Betty says right here. Here we go. Betty Bunny. Did you see the Betty Bonnie bunnies back there? Betty. There's Betty Bonnie bunnies. Okay. This is from the Moda Company. This is Heather Briggs. My So Quilty Life. Her name's Heather Briggs. And this is Dainty Meadows. Look how pretty these are. Look at that blue with that orange. Isn't that beautiful? Very whimsical. I love this. It has a great vibe to it. And there's nothing wrong with just making a good old turning 20 quilt out of that. Look at this. Although I hear the turning 20 pattern's going. So the 3-yard quilts would work with this too. Look at a pretty, that looks like lace. It's like a little lace border. That'd be perfect for binding. It's got buttons in it. Look at these fun little, look like buttons. And it goes from the peaches into the greens. And we even end up with yellow. Kind of a buttercream, buttercream. And it's also got blues in it. Comes all the way around to a blue color. And it's a dusty blue. Real pretty blue. This would make a gorgeous quilt. And again, a fat quarter bundle in that would be a great choice.
Thank you.
Would make it easy to do something with it later. Easter dresses. If you're looking to make Easter dresses, Easter, we haven't even had Halloween and Christmas yet. It'll be here before you know it, guys.
Yeah, that Easter alligator is going to make a
Easter alligator.
make a splash.
If you guys don't remember, we talked about that last year. We wanted an Easter alligator. We've been doing this long enough, we can talk in years. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, you remember that year?
Remember that year? Remember that time? So I got everything checked off in my list. Peter and I are both excited. I mean, are you excited, Peter?
I am so excited. This is the most amazing fabric.
It is. It's lovely. And it's from our friend Heather Givens down at Crimson Tape. So,
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather. I don't know.
You're fabulous.
We love her. We love her. And she's a designer. If you didn't know, she's right here in Central Indiana. She designs fabric. This is her new line. And we were going to do a box opening. It sort of already got open a little bit. So back up, Peter, so you can get the...
Okay, the box
This is
crashed on us.
The box crashed. So here you go. Opening. Boom. How's that for a box opening?
I love
Look
it.
at these colors. And I don't know if she's got it yet in her shop. We didn't see it on her Instagram yet. She's maybe being humble, which totally not. She's so talented. Doesn't need to be humble. She's very talented. But look how fun these are. Look at this. It's called, I think it's called pencils.
Pen pals.
Pen pals. That's it. Pen pals.
And wait till you see the pens.
I know. So look at, see, but it's scribbles. I mean, isn't that fun?
And it's probably her doodles too.
It probably is her doodles. So there it is. I love this pink with the kind of purpley. Isn't that fun? Orangey, purpley color. Orange with purple. And then here's actual pens. And I know she's kind of like all about pens and pencils. And at her shop, she gives away pencils. But isn't this fun? Look, there's like fountain pens. There's click pens. There's markers. There's those fancy ones with the quill kind of stuff, you know. Okay, so there's pens. There's more squiggles. Look at these. These are like those gel pens. I'm going to tell my age. My daughter had gel pens and did everything with gel pens, which is, I think, the same age as Heather. About I could be her mama. Look at these. There it is in white with blue. Isn't that great? And, you know, Stephanie just finished a quilt today called the pencil quilt that would make up so cute in this. Here's some more markers. Okay, I'm going to stack these up this way before we lose something here. And then look at these. This is notebook paper. Look how fun that is.
Oh, I love that.
See,
On
it's got the
diagonal.
holes. Yeah.
How smart.
Isn't that smart? Okay. Binding, if you don't want to cut it bias, wouldn't that be fun? Look at this.
Okay, now you've come to the one that is my favorite.
Isn't this awesome?
Okay, there's a hot dog. There's a llama.
There's a hot dog, but look, it has a pin on the end.
I don't know if it's a bunny or a pig. I can't tell.
I'm going to say it's a flamingo. No, I think it's a
my
pig.
God,
It's a
look
pig.
at those faces.
There's a parrot. There's a llama.
Something tells me she probably has some
Donuts.
of these pens.
Look at, there's a flamingo right there. Out from my heart. Flamingo there. Here it is with the yellow background. Oh, now here's the paper again. Look at the paper. There it is in white and blue with the notebook paper. Isn't that just a great basic? So, let's say, who's this for? We've got a writer. You've got somebody who is
I
an
love
artist.
the blue. I love the blue.
Like the blue background.
Yeah, and I love the white background.
Like the white background too. Isn't that fun?
Look at that.
And then look, she's made paper airplanes out of her notebook paper. Here it is in blue and pink. Isn't that great?
The pink.
And then here we've got stars.
This print is my favorite with the pins. This
With
one
the
with
pins?
the pins. Yeah.
Like that with that. Is that what you're going?
Those are my favorites.
Okay.
I just
There's your
love
quilt.
that. I love it.
But like for a teacher, for a bulletin board, or for a table runner for a teacher, or something like that, that would be really fun. So there's your stars, and then
Oh,
these
and
are,
I love the faces.
I know,
Look at the little cat.
Yeah, there's a kitty, and she does. These are probably her staff. I'm sure she could tell you who's who. I think that's Scott. But yeah, there's staff, and then here's a white on white because you know you always need a white on white. That's the stars. There's some more of the stars. There's some more rainbow stars.
Love it.
Isn't it a great line? Heather,
A
awesome.
plus.
A
A
plus.
plus.
She gets an A plus star on the paper because it is amazing. We're so excited to have this. It's not even priced yet. We brought it out front. We're getting ready to enter it into point of sale. It might be here in time for the weekend. So you're going to put this on our Instagram or Facebook. Where are you going to post this?
On, I don't know.
I
To
don't
be
know.
determined.
Well, just to be determined. So wherever you're watching this, today is Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th.
So everybody should walk under a ladder, find a cat to walk in front of them, and break a mirror. So then you'll have
Can you break a mirror while carrying a black cat walking under a ladder?
There you go. That's perfect. I love that idea, Peter. That's excellent. So this is Friday the 13th that we're showing, that we're getting it. She'll probably get it in today. It'll probably be ready on Saturday the 14th. Or online. You can always get it. This is from the Wyndham Fabrics Pen Pals is the name if you're looking on our website. Go to shop, go to fabric bolts, go to Wyndham, and then look for this particular fabric. So way to go, Heather. We love Crimson Tate. We love this fabric. Shop it, see it, come visit.
And buy it. Lots of it.
Buy it, lots of
Help
it.
support a local artist.
Yeah, support Heather's local business and support us. And if she doesn't have it, we've got it. And if you get it with her, get it with us. I don't care. It's great fabric. Whoever you buy it from, you're going to love it. So thanks. Happy stitching. That's awesome. I'm so excited you're watching us. I'm so glad to know that you're in our shop and hanging out with us. And if you've got friends who are not watching our videos, let them know. We've got a video out here available for them. And just cruise our page. We've got 1 million watches, right, Peter?
Yeah, 1 million views.
1 million views. So 1 million times people have watched our videos, which absolutely boggles my mind.
It boggles my mind too.
I know, to think.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and we're on What's New video number 100 and, he always has to look the number up. 123,
know.
124, something like that.
Can't remember.
Yeah, so it's a long time we've been doing our videos, and we're excited you watch them. So sign up to our TikTok, we're on Pinterest, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we've got an email that goes out every week, we've got a web page. We are wanting to connect with you. So if you can't find us, call us, 317-776-4227. You'll get to talk with somebody in the store. We'll help you out and find what you need. Most of the time you talk to Deborah, or Stephanie, it seems like. Well, Lisa usually answers the phones. So anyway, somebody's always here. Peter won't talk on the phone, so don't call and ask for Peter. He won't talk to you. But we're here. We love y'all. Comment, say hi. We'll see you next week. Happy stitching.